For Culture Day, I decided to wear my Union Jack dress to represent the music and the nationality where I come from. It made me feel proud, it made me feel confident. All my friends were saying, oh my god, what a great dress. I walked in and my teacher was like, oh, is that like Ginger Spice? I was like, yeah. It felt normal, I felt proud, yeah. The first teacher I saw, she straight away just took me to go get changed. She didn't want to hear about my dress or see it. She just straight away wanted to get changed and not be in it. Another teacher tried to stop me and said you can't be in that, it's your nationality and not your culture. And some other girl who's wearing her family tradition like rugby top got told to change as well. They asked me to come with them and to change into second-hand school uniform, and then they said that I didn't sign a form. When the head of year did ring my mum and she said she did sign it, yet they still didn't want me to wear it.
I went to the school, pick her up to see your daughter, who's, she's a grade A student, and she's sat in reception like she's being punished for something. She wasn't allowed in school, she wasn't allowed to take part, the school wasn't willing to read her speech, they weren't interested in anything she had to say. She was literally put out to one side and treated like she was doing something wrong, and you can see in her face, she didn't, she was upset. It's terrible because this is a 12-year-old child's interpretation of what British culture is to her. So for example, mine would be perhaps a man with a pinstripe suit and a bowler hat, drinking a cup of tea. A 90-year-old person's might be something else, but this is a 12-year-old's representation of what British culture means to her, and she was silenced and she was shut down, and she wasn't the only one, there was other kids there. And for me, these kids need to be proud of where they come from, and they need to learn about and share their experiences about their culture. And it happens too often these days, people are told to take your flag down or be quiet. It's not about you, it's not about your culture, it's about everybody else's. The school weren't very interested to begin with in communicating with me. They were trying to get me to take a phone call the following day. I had to demand more or less there and then for somebody to come and speak to me. We kept it quite brief. We took Courtney out of school. I think I got a phone call Sunday evening with an apology from the school, and they did a complete U-turn, and they have apologised and they have realised that they've done something wrong. But this still happens in schools, and this still happens to British kids. If this happened to anybody else, there'd be an uproar about it, and we sit back and we're quite tolerant and we let it go. But this time, we can't let this sort of thing happen to our kids. They're the next generation, they're the voices, and if we start silencing them now and not teaching them to be proud of their culture, then where do we end up?